Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a hybrid Sudoku on our channel. Now this Sudoku is constructed by Oliver Butt, and I really thank the author for such a wonderful Sudoku. I was really attracted by the design of this Sudoku. If you see the design here, very few givens here, and it's a irregular Sudoku. So I really love the way it has been designed. It's really creative. So I really wanted to cover a video on this Sudoku. So before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming on to this Sudoku, so irregular Sudoku rules apply. That is, you need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and a few outline regions. So exactly there are 9 regions, and those 9 regions will also have numbers from 1 to 9, right? And apart from that, you have some circles containing some digits in it, right? So those 4 cells will have to have digits from the circle. So for example, if you have only 3 digits here inside the circle, so at least these 3 digits will have to be inside these 4 cells. So the 4th digit can be anything. So if there are 4 digits in a circle, all of these 4 digits will have to be inside these 4 cells in any order. So order is not important here. They can be in any order, but these 4 cells will have to have these 4 digits, right? That is what quadruple Sudoku rules apply. I mean to say that is what quadruple Sudoku rules says. And with that, we'll start solving this Sudoku. So I'm not sure how to start this. So as I can see here, you have 3 6 3 9 here and 3 9 here. So which means that all of these cells cannot have 3 and 9. So these 4 cells will have 3 and 9. These 4 cells will also have 3 and 9. So these 2 cells cannot have 3 and 9. And these 2 cells will have to be 3 and 9. Which is the remaining cells are 6 and 7. Right? So we have marked the things here. This cell cannot have a 3 and 9. It cannot be 6, so it would have to be 5. Right? 6 is pointing here towards this cell. 3 and 9 is in this region as well. So this would have to be 5. So which means that these 3 cells are 3, 6 and 9. Oh, that's an excellent design here. So if you observe, so most of the Sudokus, variant Sudokus that I have created and solved, it's all about just giving a look at the design or the pattern of the Sudoku. Sometimes that will actually help you solve the Sudoku faster. And in this case, if you see here, the pattern of the irregular regions is what makes this design more attractive and more easily solvable. So if you see here, whatever 2 digits you have here will have to be here. Same way, whatever 2 digits you have here will have to be here, according to the irregular regions that have been placed. Whatever 2 digits you have here will have to be placed in these 2 cells, and whatever 2 digits you have here will have to be placed in these 2 cells. Excellent, right? Which means that you cannot have a 7 here, because these 2 digits can never have a 7. So this cell would have to be a 6, this cell would have to be a 7. So one of these 2 cells are 6, and the other two, one of the other cell would have to be 3 or a 9. So this cell would have to be 3 or a 9. Wow. So one of these 2 cells would have to be a 6. So this cannot be a 6, and you now have a 3 and 9 pair. Wow, that is awesome. Same way, let us see this. These 2 cells can have 2, 3, 4, 6. But none of these cells, none of this clue has 2, 3 and 6. I'm sorry. None of this cell, extremely sorry, hello. Bolo? No, nahi hai na. Okay. I'm extremely sorry, guys. So coming back to this Sudoku now. This cell can, I'm sorry, where was I? So you can have 2, 3, 4, 6 in these 2 cells. This cell cannot have 2, 3 and 6. So this cell would have to be a 4. which means one of the 4s will have to be in these two cells. right? I'll use the center pencil marks, that would be easy for me. And 2, 3 and 6, so 3 and 6 would be here, 9 cannot be here, so 3 and 6, so 2 would have to be in one of these two cells, right? Same way, 3, 5, 7, 8, 5 and 8, 4 and 6 cannot be here because none of these two cells can have 4 and 6, so this cell would have to be 3, 3, 5, 8. So these three cells, these two cells are 3, 5, 8. 7 would have to be in one of these two cells. Same way, 1, 3, 4 and 9. So this cell would have to be 3 because 1, 4 and 9 cannot be here. So this cell would have to be 3. This eliminates 3 from this cell. 5, 7 and 8. And this cell can be 1, 3, 3, 1, 4, 9. It can be anything because the fourth cell is not yet sure, right? We are not sure of the fourth cell in this 4 cells. So it can be anything of 1, 4, 9. It cannot be 4 because of the 4 here, so it has to be 1 and 9. Okay. So I think so we have done the starting logic here. One, 5, 9 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. 3, 1 and 9. So 1, 3 and 9, which means 4 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, right? If you see here, you already have 5, 7, 3 and 9. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 and 2 cannot be here. 4 and 2. 1, 6 and 8. No. 3. So 1, 4 and 9. So you have 1, 4, 9 triplet here. 5 cannot be here. Oh, this 3 will give you a 3 here. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. That gives you a 9 here and a 6 here. That 9 gives you a 3 here and eliminates 3 from this cell, 9 from this cell. Okay, now this should be something. This 6 gives you a 4 here, that eliminates 4 from this cells. Okay, oh, that's an excellent piece of logic. So what happens if you don't have a 7 here? If you have a 5, 8 here, you have a 5, 8 pair here, and none of these cells can have another 5, 8. So these 4 cells need to have 5 and 8, right? So if you have a 5 here, for example, you will have an 8. Let us assume you have an 8 here. You will have a 5 here and 8 cannot be here. So you need to have an 8 here in these 3 cells as well. So 8 cannot be possible here in these 3 cells. Same way, if you have a 5 here, you will have an 8 here, and 5 is not possible in any of these 3 cells. So which means that this cell would have to be a 7 now. Wow, that eliminates 7 from this cell. No, I mean to say 7 from this cell. You have 5 and 8 pair. So 3, 7, 1, 4, 9, 2, 4, 6, 2, 6, 5, 8. 2, 5, no, 2 cannot be here. 6, 5 and 8. Okay, come on, there has to be something that you are missing. 3, 5, 4, 2, 6, 1, 7, 8, 9. 9 cannot be here, 1 cannot be here. It would have to be 7 and 8 because this region already has 1, 5, 9 triplet. 7, 1, 9, 7, 8, right? 9 cannot be here, 7 cannot be here, 1 and 8. 1, 9, it has to be 7 and 8. So you have a 7, 8 pair here, that gives you a 1 here and a 9 here. Wow, we were lucky to find that, and that eliminates 9 from this cell. Both 2 and 8 will have to be here, right? You already have 1 9 candidate here, so 2 and 8 will be here, 2 cannot be here and 8 cannot be here. So in this row 2 and 8 would have to be in these two cells. Wow, that is fine. So 1 2 3, you need to have 4 and 6 in any order, right? So we can write 4 and 6 here, the remaining candidates in this region. And we know that 4 would have to be in one of these cells, because in this region 4 cannot be in these 4 cells, so 4 would have to be here. So that eliminates 4 from this cell, and this has to be 6 and this has to be 4. Wow, that is awesome. You have a 1 4 pair here, right, in this row. So 1 cannot be in these 3 cells, and these 4 cells need to have a 1, so this is a 1, and that gives you a 1 here, a 4 here, a 1 here and a 9 here. Wow, that is awesome. So 2 and 8 would have to be here in these 3 cells. So 2 and 8 cannot be here, 2 and 8 cannot be here, right? Both 2 and 8 cannot be here. So 2 and 8 in this column can only be in these 2 cells. So this cell would have to be 8, this cell would have to be 2. That 8 gives here 8 in this cell, because these 4 cells need to have an 8. Wow guys, this is awesome. That is purely awesome. Such an easy Sudoku. If you see here, such an easy, I would not say such easy Sudoku, but such a beautifully designed Sudoku. So 8 cannot be in any of these 3 cells, and 8 has to be in one of these 4 cells. So this is an 8 here, this is a 5, this is an 8, okay, and 8 would have to be in one of these cells. So 6, 3 and 9, no. If you see this column now, 5 and 6 would have to be here, right? So this is 5, this is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 and 9, 3, 9, this would have to be 7 and 8. No, 8 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. So this is 7. Okay. So 2 and 8 here in these 2 cells. So this is 2, this is 8. 8, so 3 and 9. So 9 cannot be here. So 8 and 9 would have to be here. This is a 3 now. Okay. So 1, 2, 4, 6 and 5. 2 and 5 cannot be here in these 2 cells, because you have a 2, 5 need to be placed here. So these 2 cells are 4 and 6. These 2 cells are 2 and 5. Wow. These 3 cells are 2, 5 and 9. So which means these 2 cells are 1 and 3. So this is 1, this is 3. Nice. This 5 eliminates 5 from this cell. 2, 4, 6 and 9, right? 9 cannot be here. 2, 4 and 6. So you have 2, 4, 6 triplet here. So this is a 9. 9 eliminates from these 2 cells. So this is 2 and 5. This 3 gives you a 9 here. Oh, I'm sorry. And a 3 here. Okay. Okay, I'm done till this. Let's see anything else we get here. 1, 5, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 3. 2, 3, 4, 6. 3 would have to be here. 6 in this column, in this region would have to be here. That gives you a 4 here, a 6 here. That gives you a 2 here. And that gives you a 4 here. Wow. And this 8 gives you a 7 here. So this is 1 and 9 remaining. So this is 9, this is 1. And these 3 cells are 4, 6 and 7. Sorry. 6, 7, 4, 6 and 7. And 4, 6 and 7, right? This 6 gives you a 2 here. That gives you a 5 here and a 2 here. This 2 gives you an 8 here and a 2 here. That gives you 5 here and a 2 here. Wow guys, this is unbelievable. Awesome Sudoku. This one gives you a 5 here and a 1 here. I really sometimes love solving some medium difficulty Sudokus, because they are so much fun to solve. Really an excellent creation. So if you see here 2, 5 and 7 remaining in these 3 cells. I always do that. Okay, 1, 6, 7 and 9. 7 and 9 in this column. So this is 7, this is 9, 1, 7 and 6. So this would have to be 6, and these two cells are 1, 7. Okay, you have 1 in these two cells, 2 in these two cells, you have a 3 here. Okay, not sure about 4, not sure about 5. Let us go with 6. You have a 6 here, that gives you a 1 here, that gives you 7 and a 1 here, that gives you a 7 here, that gives you 4, and that gives you a 9 here. Where can 8 be? We can still have 8 here. So 4 and 5 in these two cells. So this is 5, this is 4, that gives you a 2 here, 7 here, 5 here, that gives you 6 here and a 7 here. Wow, that 2 gives you a 2 here, that gives you an 8, 9, 8, and that gives you an 8 and a 4 here, and this is 8 and 5, right? So that gives you a 8 here and a 5 here, and with that we complete this gorgeous irregular quadruple Sudoku. What an excellent creation this was. Really eye of the storm, as said by the author. So it is named as eye of the storm. Really an excellent creation. So I really thank the author for such a wonderful Sudoku. It was really fun to solve this Sudoku. Not very difficult, not very easy, but very good deductions in it, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. Thank you.